this 17th century house with all these books on the walls and everything, and one of those fantastic globes that like they have in the time machine and all that kind of thing. And he's about 80 years old, and he talks like this, and then opposite him you've got the greatest rock guitarist ever with all this hair, and they're talking to each other, and they obviously know each other, they obviously get on. And then they start talking about quarks and black holes and event horizons, and I've gone now, but I'm just watching Brian May talking to this guy.
Got that glassy-eyed stare working going, of course.
Tim worked with him. I was supposed to be bringing Spider-Man to music. And the project got quite a way before it got canned, but Brian May was involved in it, and he got on very well with him. So,
well, do you know the best thing about that story?
Actually, a musical, Spider-Man the musical. There,
is it?
The less we say about it, the better.
Yes.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
Right, show has started.
It is. It started. Ephraim's in the house. Hello, everybody.
Ephraim's already here.
Ephraim. Greetings to the cats. Yes.
Yep, one was on my lap. He decided to leave. He's like, "Oh, I'm live." I'm out of
here. Oh no!
The camera on. Holy crap! Yeah. It's a lot better than Daphne's attention-starved birds.
Okay.
Constantly cackling, especially at opportune moments.
I told her I have the perfect way to solve that problem. She sends me the birds.
Yeah, or you send her your cat.
My cats will love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on in, folks. It's the Sunday Funnies for the 3rd of August. No, the 3rd of September.
Yeah, 2023. We time traveled.
We did, if only. We never will. We're looking at the Marvel Vault this morning. We're halfway through the book. We're up to the 1970s.
Yeah, we're time traveling. What are you saying?
We are time traveling.
Time traveling, 1970s.
I remember them well.
I don't.
So be some great stuff to look at.
Well, you missed it all, Alison. 70s were fantastic.
I kind of remember a lot of brown.
A lot of brown.
A lot of brown. That's what I remember.
Wasn't that the age of disco?
Yeah. No, late 70s was disco.
Okay.
The less we say about that, the better.
It's my high school years.
I can imagine you rocking it.
I can. Yeah.
At the disco.
Oh, yeah.
I was born in 1976, so I don't
okay. You're not that far behind us.
So you were one year old when Star Wars come out.
Yeah, the funny thing about Star Wars is the marketing plan for Star Wars started on the day I was born.
Oh, there you go.
Whoa, there you go.
I saw one of the original marketing thing to kick off the marketing program. I saw the memo for it, and it had my birth date on it. I was like it was destined.
Cool.
I was 21 in 1976. January.
My birthday falls directly on the airing of the pilot episode for The Twilight Zone.
Oh, that's sweet.
Well, okay. Well, while we're at it, then my birthday. I share my birthday with Martin Luther King.
Oh, there you
go.
go.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not going to tell you when my birthday is, but it's so close to Christmas that it's bloody annoying.
Okay. So you're one of your middle name Noel.
Yeah.
My friend Derek, he is a Christmas birthday.
That's why his middle name is Noel? No.
Or is it Noel?
Noel.
You're almost Noel. Almost. Yeah. All right, here's the opening. Then we'll get things underway.
That's an earworm, that is. Hear it on a Sunday morning, it never leaves you.
Marvel Vault 1970s, folks. Here we go. I sent Whiskey a special invitation. He still hasn't shown up yet. And of course, where Where on
He's
earth
like, I
is
don't want
Scott
these
Rosenberg?
special invitations. I just want to be normal.
There we are.
And then we're like, join Facebook.
1970s. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
No, this era of Marvel is like my favorite. So
Phase 2.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I love this. I love the '60s and all that. But the '70s, I think, is my favorite era.
So that's Jack and John.
Mhm.
Is that John Romita?
Either that or Neil Adams. I think it's Ramita though.
I don't think it'd be Neil Adams.
Yeah, the face for a second kind of looked like it, but I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah,
Ramita.
I can't read it even with my magnifier. The writing down here is so small.
Yeah, it's Jack Kirby and John Romita. Yeah.
Yeah, it's John Ramita. Yeah, the way he was sitting with the face for a second there, I was like, kind of has that Adams look that he gets. But yeah, it's definitely Ramita.
Yeah, he has to have a meaner look though to be Adams.
Yeah. Like, it's like, oh, you're taking my picture again and not working? I see how it is.
Yeah. What do you mean publicity? I thought Stan handled all of that.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that guide there's a John Romita guide. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Amazing Spider-Man. It's supposed to be a little bluer than what it ended up. But that's okay.
I'll be right back.
While she's gone, we'll turn the page. Silver Surfer.
Wow. Herb Trimp. Wow.
Herb Trimp.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that rough. Wow.
Yeah, it looks like he may have popped his shoulder blade out as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he can do what he wants.
That's John, right? John Buscema and Sinat inking, right?
No,
I don't think that's no.
It's Herb Trimpy, that.
I think
That's
that's
his
trim.
Trimpy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, it's quite a change.
I think
There he is. There's Whiskey. How you doing, Whiskey?
I'm okay, I guess.
All right. We just
Late
started.
again.
Late again, yep.
Not quite awake yet.
Not quite awake and I'm here in spirit.
Look at that Great Avengers rough
Fantastic, isn't
for
it?
the Lady Liberators. That cover turned out to be completely different.
Yeah.
Same basic idea, but just totally different. And they don't show that on the next page, but they do show a picture of bearded Stan.
Oh.
Bearded
Stan,
Stan.
folks.
Wow.
That's a special action figure.
Yeah.
Bearded.
Excelsior. Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to figure out who he looks like with a beard.
He looks like Stan Lee with a beard.
He looks like Stanley with a beard, really. Yeah. Tower of Shadows.
Bearded Stan.
Rough to finish. I like the demon crawling out of the sewer. That's Wrightson. It's a Wrightson cover.
I know you guys like them, but I really hate those word balloons on covers. I think it looks awful. Yeah, it's horrible.
Well, it's just you, so shut up.
Yeah, well, it always is. Isn't it? I think it to be different.
The older Marvels were worse when they had to cut them out and they had the thick border around them. That used to drive me crazy. Yeah, used to hate that.
I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm not sure about the word bubbles, but I do like having descriptors and marketing on the front. I think it sort of.
Oh yeah, that's
embellishes
okay.
it.
I'm just talking about the word bubble. It just spoiled it because it's all you see.
Yeah, for me, I think it depends how the word bubbles are done, and I also think for me, it's probably some of it is probably nostalgia, because those were just the way they were. It was just the way they were done when I was a kid. So,
well, not just that, but an old marketing technique to get the book in somebody's hands as quickly as possible, because the majority of the time they'll end up buying it. So if they have to pick it up out of the rack in order to read the word balloons and see the see the blurb, they're more likely to buy it.
I think you've already done your job by then. If they're picking it out of the rack,
probably.
Yeah.
Makes sense because they become invested in the what's on the cover and they want to know more.
That's why it's so frustrating when what they said on the cover doesn't actually bear any relevance to what's inside.
Changing times. Starting to chase off the code authority. Doing a story about drug abuse and having to go codeless.
I remember this Stan Lee talking about this one in an interview.
Yeah.
Meow. Yep, I'm back. We know I'm back because cat.
It's quite a kicking off point to the end of the code.
Oh yeah.
You know, they quickly backtracked on it. I think the Green Lantern, Green Arrow books that came out after this, or not much, after this, all had the code authority stamp on it.
They did, and they were a lot more serious of stories.
Yeah.
What an absolutely wonderful illustration of Spider-Man there.
Here?
You can just see him gripping onto the wall or whatever, or a wire or something.
Well, on the cover that this is from, he's lost his sticking power.
And
there's rivets into the building. All it's like.
Just imagine him going, absolutely brilliant.
It's great stuff. Harry.
Who did the cover on the bottom there?
Here?
Yeah.
Remitter?
I would venture so, yeah. Yeah. That's what it looks like to me. I know this is Remitter here.
That's Gil Kane, that
right after. The what?
Gil Kane, that top one.
This one here?
Yeah.
I can't see.
I'll have to. I don't have light on it. There's it too reflective.
With the first drug cover, I thought that was Gil Kane.
Was it? Yeah. Yeah.
Look at
I
you
can see it in the
guys.
faces there. Absolutely. Bring that up closer.
Meow.
Yep, he wants food. I fed him in like 20 minutes before we started. So he wants more food.
Cats.
My cat pulls it every morning. One human comes out to feed it, and then the other human comes out of the bedroom, and then it tries the same trick twice.
Yep. He hasn't figured out that I'm the only one who lives here.
That's because they're not stupid beasts. I'll tell you. Monsters.
Look at that's on the cover, isn't it? Of the left one's on the cover of the Essentials book, isn't it?
This here, probably, yeah. That's definitely
no. The
here,
sorry,
yes.
the Dracula. That's on the Essentials.
Yep. Yeah,
and that may be the cover of because I've got a Gil Kane Spider-Man artisan from IDW. I can't remember exactly what the cover is.
It's a pretty iconic cover.
Yeah.
Two of my favorite covers of my favorite comics, The Tomb of Dracula and Werewolf by Night.
I was going to say I haven't seen that one very often. But yeah, it's beautiful.
Is that Dracula not Gene Colan? Didn't he do that book?
I thought Gene Colan started with like issue 3 or 4.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So who's drawn that then?
It's a good question.
I forget who did it.
Someone not as good as Gene Colan.
Yeah.
Not Gene Colan. That's who drew it. This is
That's
not
Gene Colan, yeah.
You open it up and it says pencils by, not Gene Colan.
Yeah.
So you can close the book now.
I am thinking that might actually be Neil Adams.
No. Really?
Yeah.
Is it?
No.
I don't think that's Neil Adams.
First. Yeah.
The Mobius cover or the Dracula?
No, Dracula.
Was it Tomb of Dracula one?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's got a very classic looking. Look at the way the hair is inked. It's just lines, beautiful. Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me if it was Adams.
Let's see. That's characters. Who the hell?
I don't see any marks on it though, or
Oh
signatures.
no, Gene Colan. He actually did draw it. That is Gene Colan.
No.
Somebody must have gone over him hard and inked it.
Yeah.
Gene Colan has Gene Colan listed as the inker too.
Huh. Well, maybe it's him inking himself. That'd be crazy.
Who's in colors?
I want to find I want to
that whole face and the hair looks great. Weird. You know, incredibly well rendered.
Oh, I would never have thought that. Wow, that's amazing.
Give me a second, because I don't believe this site. So give me one second.
I thought Adams did that. Kind of looks like his work, Giordano.
It looks more. It looks more Adams than Colin to me, but it doesn't look very much like Adams either.
No.
Maybe he got told what to do for the cover. Maybe he said to don't Gene Colan it.
No, that looks like a lot of his commercial work. He might have done that for a record cover or something. They just decided to slap it in there because it was such a great piece.
It looks like he's walking across a stream, doesn't it?
That inking there does look a lot like Giordano.
Yeah,
at least the continuity.
It might be one. Yeah, it might be one of those generic things where everybody gets a 10 minutes on it. You know,
crusty bunkers.
Yeah. Neil Adams was one of those, wasn't he?
All right,
he was the head. He was the most crusty of the crusty bunkers.
Yeah.
Okay, so Colin did the entire series with Tom Pollard inking.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Tom Pollard, well, he didn't ink 1 and 2, and
I was going to say I don't think Colin did the interiors on 1 and 2 either, did he? Mooney? I think it was Mooney.
It says Gene Colan penciled the entire.
Yeah, it does say Gene Colan. Yeah.
Gil Kane drew many of the covers in the first few years. So is that a Gil Kane?
Yeah. I don't think so.
Oh no, it's Neil Adams. It is Neil Adams. I found it. Cover art by Neil Adams.
Yeah, because that inking there looks very much like Giordano here.
Yeah,
it's really nicely done.
Yeah.
Once you look at it, the coloring doesn't do it any justice.
No.
Are those Tomb of Dracula? Is the story in those any good?
Oh yeah,
check them out.
They were really good.
They were top form for the time. Marv Wolfman came in and did a lot of those. And it's really, really good.
Yeah, he took over with issue. He's the one who took over with issue 3 or 4 or something like
that.
He did,
Gary Conway, I think, was doing it before that.
Yeah, Jerry Conway, Gene Colan. In issue 2, it was assisted by Vince Coletta.
Okay. I don't know if assisted is the proper terminology, but.
Oh, and Fran, if you're asking, that was Rocket who was making the harassing meows. He's the talker.
Yeah, he gets to issue 3, and it's Archie Goodwin.
They very quickly settled into Wolfman writing and Colan penciling and Palmer inking because it was such an ideal combination.
Yeah.
And they just stayed on that book for years.
Yep, they basically did the whole run.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Tomb of Dracula was really good.
Once I saw that book here.
Werewolf by Night had some good parts, but I think Tomb of Dracula was definitely better.
Oh yeah. Hobbs. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Werewolf starts out with Plug for a couple issues. So did Frankenstein, and then they quickly jumped to somebody like Mooney or I don't know, somebody who wasn't nearly as stylistic as Plug.
Yeah. And you get
Archie Goodwin went right through from 3 to 4
on Dracula.
Yeah, and then it was Gardner F. Fox.
Yeah,
and then so that'd be issue 5.
He worked on a few stray issues at Marvel, but he was mostly DC.
And then Gardner Fox was on 6 as well.
Oh, Frankers?
No, Writer.
Writers. Oh wow.
Yeah. Marv Wolfman started on issue 6.
Sorry, my brain broke there.
Marv Wolfman started on 6, and Tom Palmer started on 4 or something, or 3 maybe. But it didn't. Like you say, it didn't take them long to get into the swing of it.
Once they were into it, they were into it for years. Yeah,
and it's brilliant stuff.
I think it was 75 color issues of Dracula, and not to counting annuals and giant size issues.
No, the black and white stuff was great.
Another 24 or 30 Dracula Lives. Yeah.
Ghost Rider on the left though.
Amazing run.
Looking characters. The stories usually suck. So.
Ghost Rider?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing looking character. Just I can't really point to a real classic Ghost Rider story.
Well, yeah, I mean, I got the opportunity to buy an Essentials book 1 of Ghost Rider, and I just couldn't bring myself to buy it because it just didn't mean an awful lot to me. I remember Ghost Rider coming in at guesting in stuff and sort of turning up here and there and really loving the character. But I looked through that first book and it just wasn't very good. So I just left it on the shelf.
A lot of Don Perlin in that book. Don Perlin and Jim Mooney, I think, again.
I have his first appearance, and I have Ghost Rider #1, and that's about really all I have for Ghost Rider.
He's a great character.
Yeah, he's iconic looking.
Yeah. I think the real classic story of his, though, was Mark Texeira. And that I remember that real fondly. Yeah, when they rebooted it.
Don't reread it.
Don't reread it.
Keep your memories.
Leave it on the level of nostalgia.
Yes, let it lie.
I got one. I got the one where he teamed up with Wolverine and Daredevil.
Oh, I remember that one.
That was quite good, actually. I think that was Romita Jr. did that.
Yep, that one was fun.
Dan again. Roy Thomas. That. Oh, that's 3 out of 3. Now let's try it with the ball.
Let's try it with the ball.
Oh, Luke Cage. Love it.
Is anybody familiar with Red Penner or Fred Penner?
No.
It's a Canadian icon. I was trying to place a face of what Stan looks like with a beard. Looks the spitting image of him.
All right.
I believe you.
It's Canadian. We haven't got a clue.
Yeah.
To be fair, Fred Penner was famous for the song "The Cat Came Back."
Oh, okay. The very next day.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
He thought it was a goner, but the cat came back.
Sing it, Whiskey. Sing it.
No.
I had to sing that in chorus. So.
I have no idea what that song is. I've never heard of it.
It's about a guy trying to get rid of a cat, and it keeps coming back.
Oh, that's nice.
Cat of the Living Dead. Yeah.
They did a cartoon over it that actually it's really quite great. And
that is great. The music video for it that they did was great, especially like the guy ends up dying as the cat does, and the cat's ghost haunts his ghost.
Red Wolf. Crazy. Is that Galassi here or Day? Galassi, I think.
It's Galassi, isn't it? Yeah.
Whiskey, you just gave me memories going back to like Catholic school when we had to sing that in chorus.
It's great old Norm covers. Just
that Galassi looks like Steranko, doesn't it?
A lot of solid.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah,
great shadow.
Look at that hand next to the fwok.
Yeah,
that's a Steranko hand.
Although that's a weird old janky face he's got going on there.
Oh, he's doing his Bruce Lee, isn't it?
Wow, that's a Bruce Lee face.
That head is a little bit too big for the body as well.
Oh, that's a wah face.
A wah face.
Wow. Yeah, wah.
High pitched war cry.
Yeah,
and he's got Steranko trousers on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Steranko trousers.
And they always had a particular shade of yellow orange.
Yeah. It's very strange.
Oh, didn't get the Dracula on the other side.
Yeah.
Tales of the Zombie.
I think those are Norms.
Yeah.
Just amazing stuff. Yeah.
Love those.
A lot of magazines with them covers.
Yeah. Love those magazines with the painted covers.
Yeah.
Like the Conan ones, the Hulk in Rampage, all those covers just
It all started with Warren putting those Frazetta covers on Eerie and Creepy,
Right.
Way back when. That's what
Frazetta even had a story like in the first one.
Yeah. He was transitioning into paint at that point.
Yep.
Solid painting, doing paperback book covers. The Death of Gwen Stacy.
Wow.
The End of the Silver Age. I remember reading that book when it first came out and thinking he was an idiot. He snapped her neck.
Yeah.
Who snapped her neck?
Spider-Man did.
That was Spider-Man's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she was pretty much dead either way. So,
Yeah.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
But they could have left off that sound effect.
Yeah.
There's a snap.
Yep, the little snap. The way her head is on the panel where she's going up, it's like slightly off.
Yeah.
Still, they managed to do the character justice in the end, didn't they?
Such a crazy book. Like, did they really kill her? Holy crap. So I was reading Amazing Spider-Man and Marvel Tales at the time. So it's getting two different points of continuity.
I have what is it? The Death of Gwen Stacy is an interesting book, but it's like she was kind of an asshole. So
Well, everybody was to Peter back then.
Yeah,
So
everyone was an asshole.
but she
He
was
was
like
just trying to
playing
get
mind
by.
games and stuff. She was
Yeah.
like trying to like was it Harvey like going for Harvey, then going back to Peter. It was like wow, she's a real bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, now the only one that hates Peter is Marvel.
Yeah. There you go. Deeply. The Goblin's Last Stand.
What a cover for a such a story.
That's a splash page there.
Yeah.
What's cover? What is the cover? for
Inside
this
front
one?
cover. I think the front cover was close. No, that's the end of.
No, the cover
The
was
last
the one
issue.
with all the faces about.
Yeah.
That's
was
the one
it
when
was-
she dies. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the one right after that. The splash page right after. It's 121, 122, if I'm not mistaken.
Wouldn't you have thought that Gil Kane and John Romita, being New Yorkers, so to speak, would know what the Brooklyn Bridge background was like?
Yeah, you would think so.
Because it's not like that. It's a
No.
horrible drawing of the Brooklyn Bridge for
Here.
people who live there.
I don't think they cared. I think it just.
Well, you should. You've got to get it right, haven't you? If I can see it's wrong,
Damn it, Russ! You gotta get it right.
get it
It's a
right.
whole different. It's a whole different universe.
Yeah.
Majority of their readers had never even been to New York.
Yeah, but the ones that are there are kind of like, what the hell were they thinking?
Yeah, what the hell is this?
That's not the Brooklyn Bridge.
Well,
Dude,
it's
a
a
lot of people
comedy.
think that she dies on the Washington Bridge. The GWB.
The infamous photograph. Spider-Man it's not Spider-Man, but Stan is standing on the couch so that he could be taller than Roy,
Yeah.
dressed as Spider-Man.
Who looked incredible in the spider suit, it must be said.
Incredible.
Said no one ever.
I believe that's Flo, and who else is that? Ver.
And Marie Severin looks like she could be John Romita's
Marie.
sister,
Yeah.
doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just so comedic.
The different layouts for giant size Avengers #1.
Giant
That's a fun
size.
Where they fight Nuclo. Another great issue, I believe, done by Dave Cockrum.
Nuclo, another monster name that we just strung a bunch of letters together and see what we got.
Well, it's the monster that time forgot
Yeah, that's
for good reason.
That's what it says. Yeah. And he was never heard from again.
A reference back to the All Winners Squad.
Hmm.
It's before they did Invaders.
Who's that girl in that box there? It looks like with the glasses.
Yeah.
It looks like that Palin woman.
This is Miss America.
Sarah Palin.
It does in a way, doesn't it? Yeah, it does look like Sarah Palin.
Sarah Palin's really an Avenger.
Long before that.
No wonder the book sucked.
Yeah. and look at Namo's head. It looks a bit wide at the top, doesn't it? Look at his head. Like
That's the way Everett used to draw him, as a triangle.
Like a triangle, yeah.
Namor.
Yeah, his head was basically a triangle. So yeah, he was...
Triangle head.
I often wonder if Gene Roddenberry was inspired by Namor when he made the Vulcans.
I think so, yeah.
I would imagine he was. It's not a very good cover, that, is it, really? Not very well drawn, is it, considering who's drawn it?
I mean, the Thor looks a little weird the way he's holding the hammer.
Yeah.
What's that? That's Ramita, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's inked by Milgram, you can tell.
Yeah. I think that's the problem.
I think that is, yeah. I agree.
Glenn's on the wall today.
It looks like it's an inked rough rather than inked pencil.
Probably.
It probably is an inked rough.
Probably is an inked rough.
You know, and it's.
I don't have a lot of appreciation for Al Milgram's inks. So.
He speaks very highly of you, I understand.
Yeah, he's like that.
Last time I knew, I was still a shithead to him. So
Randy, who?
Exactly.
He's like that Randy Zimmerman. You know, he's such a great. Who?
He shakes his fist and middle finger.
After Glenn has been absolutely crucifying everybody we've been talking.
Jack's back.
Like, that's definitely Jack Kirby.
Glenn's like, get it right. Get it right.
Get it right. At least try. At least try to get it right.
What is wrong with
the Marvel Comic Convention, as well as a
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck for President sticker.
Oh, I love Howard the Duck.
Vote Howard the Duck.
Damn it, he'd have done a better job.
Could we get much worse than having Howard the Duck as president?
No.
He'd have been a better president.
Yeah, he'd have been a better president than the last four, wouldn't he?
I've never seen that before.
I'm not gonna. Maybe that's possible.
I
mean, at least he knows quack food.
Yes, he does.
Quack food.
This is what I was saying, Randy, about production. Look at this.
Yeah.
Maybe they want you to rip it so you'll buy a new one.
Pretty much.
Look at that Ben Grimm on the cover. That's awful. Look at it. Look at that Ben Grimm.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
It's a reproduction of the convention
balls.
booklet. Greetings from Stan Lee.
Stan Lee.
It's a shaven Stan Lee here.
Yeah.
Granted, the only one who can do that and make it probably hurt would be the Hulk.
The Marvel editor.
I've got an article in Comics Unlimited 13 about Stan Lee that will make you laugh.
The Marvel trivia test looks kind of interesting.
Which Marvel trivia test is that?
It was in the back of the pamphlet there.
Yeah.
Marvel trivia test.
Oh. For that, I need my magnifier here. Follow. That's the answers, isn't it?
No. Poisonous monkey.
Exactly. Craig Talbot, Professor Horton.
Horton?
Yeah, the elephant that hears a who.
Yeah, Horton heard a who.
To the original Human Torch in the Human Torch 1938. We heard an explosion out here. What was it? To which the Torch replied, "Yeah, it's a multiple choice questionnaire."
That's what the Torch replied. To which the Human Torch replied, "It's a multiple choice questionnaire."
Yeah, and I even under the magnifier, I can't hardly read it. The typeface on this is so small. Look at that. It's probably in a 4-point.
4-point font.
To which the Torch replied, "A rat dealt out justice to himself, Horton." Or B, "I was just popping some popcorn. Darn it, can a guy have any fun around here?" C, "Maybe I'll tell you, Horton, someday. Or D, never mind, Pop, it's too late now. The correct answer was popcorn. I was just popping some popcorn. No, that's question 2. Question 2. A. The rat dealt out justice to himself, Horton. Yeah, anyway.
Are we talking Horton Hears a Who?
No, we're talking about Professor Horton, who couldn't create an android that didn't burst into flame once it hit the air.
Right.
Because we all know how difficult that is.
Exactly. Well, I built it in a vacuum. Let's see what happens when I expose it to air. Whoosh. Holy crap. March 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, a 3-day extravaganza at the Hotel Commodore. $1975 it was. That's when the cons really started kicking up. Next, Kirby. I don't remember that cover.
No.
Bicentennial Battles?
That I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what cover were you saying?
This one here.
Oh, the
I have
circle one.
I
have no idea.
Never seen that.
I like it though.
I've got that one.
I've got that one.
Oh, you have that too. Eternals.
It was supposed to be such a big book when it came out.
It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be. I told you when I was at the really cool Comic-Con, I bumped into a guy who had a page from this book, The Bicentennial Battles. It's got a version of Captain America on it. Kirby drew that John Romita inked.
Oh, that'd be good.
Who's on the right there?
Here?
Yeah, the whole page.
These are the Eternals.
These are the Eternals.
Yeah.
One I'm not very familiar with.
Well, what happened back when Kirby was doing Thor, he got really inventive with all of the gods and heroes of different mythologies. And he stuck them in notebooks. Then when he got ticked off at Marvel and Stan, he left and went over to DC and did the New Gods, Forever People, and Mr. Miracle.
Yep.
Using those notebooks and those characters. And then when he got screwed around at DC and went back to Marvel, created the Eternals and still bumped into those notebooks and used more characters and just created the Eternals.
Yep.
Wow.
Eternals, I always kind of felt was his way of being like, well, if I can't do this at DC, I'm doing it at Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For his I love the New Gods. So.
All of this stuff's got a great charm to it. It's just that the Eternals, to me, really comes off as an imitation of what he was doing over there.
Yeah, that's the feeling I had from him.
Yeah.
Is anybody familiar with Ed Greenwood's writing Forgotten Realms?
Yep.
Yeah.
So in one of his more famous pieces that was turned into a video game called Baldur's Gate, which is allegedly one of the best video games ever written for story-wise, the same tagline for the Eternals is when the gods walk the earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Is the same kind of premise in that thing. So I'm curious if this came out first or Ed wrote his stuff first.
That would have probably been 75,
Eternals is 76, so
76.
Yeah, the Forgotten Realms was Greenwood's own campaign setting that he had made, and he sold it to TSR in the 80s.
So that would be after for sure.
Well, also Dungeons and Dragons came out in 1974, and it didn't really resemble what Dungeons and Dragons is today at all. It's I would most likely venture to guess that the Eternals was first. I mean, just as knowing the history of D&D, I would say the Eternals is definitely first.
But also at this point in the 70s, Van Doniken, right? His Chariot of the Gods book was raging in popularity. Okay. And I think that had the same tagline as well. So
there's a good chance that Greenwood was influenced for that they call it the time of troubles in that universe. So probably
yeah, that was that was basically the three major novels of the time of the Forgotten Realms. So you had the three books that were named after the cities. You had like Shadowdale, Tanis, and Waterdeep were the books, and that dealt with the time of troubles and where everything kind of broke. It was their major crossover event.
The fate of the world.
Like quite literally.
These four. Who are they? What are they?
We're actually was it last Sunday or is it Friday? We were looking at Tarzan and Ball, right?
Friday. Yeah.
Friday, and we saw one of the effigies that had like a Tarzan book of Ball was actually the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons cover, the one where the thieves are going after the gems in the eyes. It's interesting to see how they, things play off of each other.
Everything influences everything else.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if Greenwood reads comics or read comics at the time. I mean,
all of those creatives did, though.
Yeah, a lot of them did. So,
yeah.
Most likely, was he influenced by it? Probably. Who knows?
Believe me, I've never seen this creature that you're talking about. I think you're a liar. Don't make me angry, Mr. McGee. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
When I'm angry.
It's a video novel. Arg.
Arg.
Stan Lee presents The Incredible Hulk. Photo novels. Remember those? Fumetti.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hideous.
Did a whole series of Star Treks like that.
I was going to say, Byrne did a whole thing of Star Treks of those. So, that was the thing.
Oh, there were paperback photo novels before that off of...
Oh, yeah. I was just thinking
the
the Star
series,
Trek ones that Byrne did.
There you are. You're... this is probably class of... bullpen class 76, more than likely.
Dapper Dan Atkins looks like Steve Ditko, doesn't he?
Yeah, kind of.
I wonder if it's the same person. I wonder if they've ever seen in the same room together.
You got Chris Claremont? Oh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like Diane Ross and Michael Jackson. Neil Adams.
Look at that. Look at that mirthful Marie. She doesn't look very mirthful, does she?
Yep.
Yeah. She looks a little, why are you taking my picture?
John Ring-a-Ding Ramita. Cheerful Chris Claremont.
Artful Archie Goodwin.
Oh, that Irene Vartanov. She's the one who went and catalogued all the Kirby artwork, isn't she?
Is she?
Yeah. Dave Cockrum doesn't look like he's in, does he?
No, he's definitely out.
He's not in. He's not in, is he?
It's a good day for him. It's a good day. I don't think he's going to remember it at all.
He still thinks it's 1976.
Yeah. Keep thinking this guy was canon.
Oh,
on the television.
John Burton, fantastic inker.
Yeah.
Very underrated artist.
Oh, I agree with that.
Len Wayne, looking all young.
Yeah. John Burton died when he was 37, didn't he?
Yeah.
Massive heart attack. Yeah. He was probably because he was so big. He was a huge guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was pretty overweight, from what I understand. Looks it from the
great artist though. Very underrated. They should do something about him. Somebody should write an article around here about John Burton.
There you go.
For a particular kind of book that might be out every couple of months.
Yeah.
So, Glenn, when do you need my first manga writing?
Now.
Now. Russ understands.
It's always now.
That's the answer I always get from him.
It's always
when do you need it now?
I've just posted issue 13, so you've got about 3 days to work on it for the next one. But whenever you're ready.
Okay.
3 days, whenever you're ready.
So now, got it.
Whenever
No.
you're ready
Now.
in 3 days.
Yeah.
In 3 days.
Like
Whenever
the next
you're ready.
10 seconds.
Whenever you're ready is Polish for now.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with this.
Good.
You guys are fantastic. I
And just
have to say.
remember, just get it right.
Yep, just get it right, will you?
There's a reason why I didn't go into journalism.
No time for people to get it wrong.
We're up to 77 and Giant Size X-Men #1. With the new X-Men in it.
That was a thought I had for a while. I was thinking about being a journalist. It used to be on the school paper and everything.
Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story.
That's right. That's where I coined my famous phrase, don't cloud the facts with the truth.
That's right.
We get another comment there. Do we read that?
That broad silence brought to you by the Indie Comics Network.
Yep.
Baldur's Gate. It's a very frustrating game to play, but the story was awesome. I couldn't play it without save scumming.
Save scumming is the act of saving over and over and over again.
Yep. Well, the original Baldur's Gate was one of the best interpretations of the second edition of D&D in a video game format. The second edition of D&D was very lethal. So...
The whole story from Baldur's Gate 1 to Baldur's Gate 2, The Shadow of Am, is, like I said, is one of the best, if not top 10 rated video game stories of all time. It is an absolute masterpiece of art, storytelling, and gameplay.
Yep, no, I'd agree. The Baldur's Gate games have always been good. I haven't played the new one yet. And the Icewind Dale game was also very good. I didn't play the Planescape one.
You know, to be even fair, I know I'm not sure if Glenn would ever touch it, but honestly, Glenn, you'd love it.
Okay. I believe you.
Love the story, maybe.
Glenn's like, yep, that sounds amazing. That's great. Yeah.
I'm afraid I only like games that are point and kill. Other than that, I'm not interested. Shoot the bad guy. Shoot the monster. Shoot the monster.
I used to play this game called Traveller years ago. Do you ever get that one?
Came in a small book.
The RPG?
Yeah.
I'm playing in a Traveller game now, actually.
Oh, right.
Wow.
It's still going. It's 40 years ago since I.
It's one of the famous games where you can die in character creation.
Right.
That sounds fun.
It's not likely, but it could happen. I don't think it can happen in the current rule set, but that is a traditional thing that could have happened. That you could die in character creation.
I'll kill your monster.
I am Phoenix.
One of my favorite Marvel characters.
What a great era of X-Men.
Was Phoenix Jean Grey?
Yeah.
And did she die?
Yeah.
Technically, yes.
Is that the one? Is that the one that they didn't put out? That John Byrne story, Claremont.
The one that she lived is the one they didn't put out. They did a what if of it. That was
right. So is she alive now?
They brought her back.
So.
Yeah, they brought her back a couple times, and they separated the Phoenix Force from her and gave it to a half a dozen people, and
then they put it into Thor, and it's Thor's mom.
Oh my god!
Yeah. It was pickled and sold on the shelf at Walmart.
Yeah.
Do you know, as much as I love Walt Simonson artwork, I went to my local Forbidden Planet many moons ago, and Thor was a frog.
Yeah,
and I thought, no, it's time to do something else.
The way I always look at it, when a character dies and comes back, I just say they got better.
They got better.
Yeah, they got better. Yeah.
Well, they got better.
Now,
that's why I can't understand why Gwen Stacy's still dead. They must have missed that one.
She's not. She's Spider Gwen.
Well, that's like an alternate dimension one.
They've cloned her times, and
that's how they bring people back.
I've got an idea for the ultimate what if story, and it's this: what if you stop messing about with these things and just leave them as they are? And if you kill someone,
as a publishing company, you were so big
that's
that you
crazy,
could be
Glenn.
What if you, as a publishing company, you had characters that were so famous and so big that you would have enough courage to create new characters instead of ruining the old ones?
That's right.
Wow, how good would that be?
Well, I
That's
don't
a
know.
There's
That doesn't sound right there, Ruff. That's not in. No, that's not in the marketing plan. It's called milk it till it's beyond
Milk
dead.
it till it.
so there's
There's
this
a dead horse. I'm gonna keep kicking.
there's this indie creator does a comic called Project Neosis or something like that. He's actually fairly successful for a small creator. Got several books out. His whole like log line is that any character that dies stays dead.
Yeah. See,
Any
now,
markets on that.
the one thing I can forgive is the character's name Phoenix. I
Yeah.
can kind of forgive that one for coming back a few times. Just you got maybe at least once, because it is a phoenix. That kind of
Yeah.
No, I'm stretching, but still, it does kind of.
Is that Abomination behind there in the panel on the left?
Where? Back
In the
here.
middle, yeah.
No, that's an alien.
No, that's a
Shi'ar
green
guard.
scroll thing in
Yeah.
the background.
Is it a scroll?
It's a Shi'ar
Yeah,
alien.
Shi'ar thing.
One
Okay.
of they did an imitation of the Legion during that period. That's one of those characters.
Legion.
Instead of Monel, they had Gladiator. There was a bunch of other. There was a 1-for-1 for Legion.
So I tell you something you won't be able to unsee if I tell you. See
Uh-huh.
that see that center panel there with Jean Grey. I presume it looks like Medusa to me, but
Yeah.
look at the mouth, and it goes on to the next panel. And the guy's leg.
Yeah.
It looks like a
Yep.
continuation of a
Oh,
mouth.
yeah.
It does.
I think
And
we
it
call that a
knows.
tangent,
Right. Okay.
and a very unfortunate one.
And and it's like a cheekbone, isn't it? As well. It's
Yeah.
Yep.
And even the head's set up near close to where the eye is, nostril and the shoulder.
yeah. That's right. So I just despair when I see this stuff. It just reminds me, not that I need it, just reminds me why I stopped buying them.
Oh, this period is the golden, I think, period,
Is it?
especially for X-Men. Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah,
I'll
this is
take your word for
this
it.
is definitely the
The Byrne Austin X-Men.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
your high point, I think.
Is Claremont writing that at that point?
Yes,
Yep.
he is.
Right.
He came in. Claremont came in with X-Men 98. Len Wayne
94.
wrote. Was it 94? Len
94.
Wayne wrote the other ones then.
Yep.
94.
Wow.
No, it wasn't 94.
Yeah, it was 94.
90.
That was the
Yeah,
first
no, you're
issue
right.
after
You're right.
Giant
94. Because 95 was the hard one for me to find. That's the
Yeah,
one.
95
where,
is the death of Thunderbird.
yeah, Thunderbird. But Claremont came in. Wayne did Giant Size 1, and then I think Claremont came in and took it and basically inherited it for years afterwards.
Yep.
Ran it square into the ground. That's my opinion.
Yeah, no,
Baldur's Gate.
I absolutely loved
That's-
those
that's-
issues.
Fly guy, a wise guy says, "I saved scum and I'm proud of it." LOL. Didn't know the term though. Yeah. Somebody's dinging.
Oh,
Did
I'm
it
getting
for
a text from my best friend.
KOTOR and BioShock. Yeah.
I save scum all the time
That's
I
because
say
you dress
scum
up as
off-
night as a
off
superhero.
my pond.
Yeah,
No,
I'm saying nothing.
Yeah, I'm playing Quake 2 at the moment, a remaster, and damn it, I just keep pressing that save button.
Look at these poorly printed Marvel value stamps. Wonder if that's on. Oh yeah, that's on newsprint equivalent. Reproductions. They had all these value stamps running in the 70s so that all the kids would scarf up their books. And then they sold a book where you could paste all your value stamps onto. So that's why that's one of the advantages now to slabbing is you don't know if that stamp's still in there or not.
Yep. Oh, I had my X-Men 94 is one of my few slab books. Oh.
And of course, the Invaders. Title I really didn't like when it first came out because I didn't appreciate Frank Robbins' artwork. And now I love it. It's just phenomenal. But yeah, they did a new stamp every issue. Everybody's book had a different stamp in it. So you'd scour the racks to see what the stamps were, and if it was a different stamp, you bought it. So
who's that bloke with the Ray-Bans up the top left?
Here,
That's
him. Yeah.
That's the leader.
Oh, that's the leader.
Yep.
Hulk villain.
Oh, leader, Hulk villain.
Who's
Who was
underneath?
set up in the Hulk movie.
That's
Incredible
Mobius.
Hulk.
That's Mobius. Yeah.
No,
Mephisto.
that Mephisto. Okay, yeah, okay, I get it.
Spider-Man, Thor, Captain America, Ghost Rider, Mole Man, Enchantress, Werewolf,
Mole Man.
Jack Russell Terrier.
Mole Man.
Mole Man, yeah. He'd give people strange dots all over their face. That was his power.
Moly.
Moly. Yeah.
Poke. Pokey. Poke.
That scene in Austin Powers where he's got the stick is just freaking hilarious.
Moly. Value Stamps collection, mid-70s. Yeah. Not really, though, because they're not out of the comics. They're just reprints. We're up to the 80s. Look at that John Byrne cover.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite covers.
Spider-Man.
No, that's Phoenix, isn't it, with the white hair?
No.
Yeah,
Nope,
that's
that's
Storm.
That's Storm.
Who?
Storm.
Storm. Yeah.
She
Got
was
it,
leader of the group
yeah.
for a while.
Yeah.
You're having a go at us, aren't you?
No.
No, really?
Just
Okay.
you.
Just
I
me.
think that's the first appearance of Kitty Pryde.
Of who? Kitty
Kitty
Pryde.
Pryde.
Yeah. I always thought Storm should have had her own book, especially once they gave Wolverine one. Storm should have had one.
Well,
by
they gave
then-
her own book, and the less said about it, the better.
They had messed her up and punked her out by then anyway. So, I liked her like this.
Yeah.
The New Masters, 1980. There she is. There's your Phoenix. There's Storm.
That's
punked
Dark
out.
Phoenix.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Dark Phoenix. Yeah.
The Dark Phoenix. I love
You
that
can-
storyline. Oh, we got Days of Future Past on the other side too.
It's just as everything was going dark. Yeah. We got Dark Spider-Man. We got Dark Ghost Rider. Dark Justice League.
When did the Sentinels first appear?
Like issue 9 or 10.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
long way
early
back.
on.
Yeah, long way back.
Yeah, it was a Kirby X-Men, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yes, the Prince of Sentiment. Is that where, is that fantastic cover? Where he's reaching over Professor X.
Yeah.
In red,
Yeah.
the red cover.
Yep.
I think that was number 10, wasn't it? Number 9.
I believe
I think so.
I said they appeared really early in the run, and it was.
Oh
part
no,
of the-
it was number 13. Number 13.
Oh, it was 13. Okay.
Yeah.
I might be thinking Juggernaut was the other one.
Juggernaut was real early. I think
Yeah.
wasn't he 4 or 5, somewhere in there, maybe 6.
No, he was in. He was around 10.
No,
I believe.
the Blob was 2, right?
Eunice I thought Eunice
Blob and Eunice the Untouchable.
Yeah, and he was like Blob was like 3.
Was he? Okay.
You're gonna make me dig through my X-Men books.
We had another comment there.
Okay, looks like we got 2. Oh no, we did the Kotor and
KOTOR.
Knights of the Old Republic and Bioshock.
Lone Star, thanks for listening this morning. Good morning. Hope I didn't miss too much. Looks like we're in my era now. Yeah, we're up to the 80s, actually.
Yeah. X-Men 13 was Juggernaut. You're right, Alice.
Okay, so X-Men 13 was Juggernaut. What was Sentinel?
Sentinels, I think, was closer to 10.
And we have one more comment just after that. Just came in.
Okay. Blob was issue 3. Yeah.
X-Men 9 is the Avengers.
Yep, and issue 14 is the first Sentinels.
14, yeah. Okay, I was only one out.
This is right around there. So.
Get it right, Glenn.
Yeah, I know. That's
Damn
what I
it,
thought.
Glenn, get it right.
I try, though. I don't just get my computer to colour it. I do try. or is it very trying? Anyway.
X-Force? That's not X-Force. XX. Where were those guys at?
Oh, X Factor.
X Factor.
X Factor.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
that's a later version
horrible.
of X Factor. That's like the late '80s, early '90s version.
Is that Jamie Maddox?
Yeah.
That's Wendigo?
Oh wait,
isn't it?
wait, is that Exterminators?
Could be.
Oh, that's when
It's XX
everybody
something.
wanted to draw like Jim Lee.
Yeah,
I
I
hope
just
this-
remembered. Yeah.
I hope there's nobody up in a tall building with a rifle gunning for those guys.
Yeah, easy to hit.
Take him
Burns FF again.
Yep.
Great.
I'm gonna be the
Alpha
odd
Flight
one out here, and I actually like those costumes even with the ridiculous sex.
These here.
Those legs look like they've been drawn by Ian Gibson on Halo Jones, don't they?
Just
Didn't
Liefeld.
I never
What-
really
what happened
understood
to
why
their-
anybody would put an X on someone's chest. It's literally a target.
Yeah. That's what Glenn
What
was
happened
just
to the
saying.
women's feet? Turned into pins.
They got whittled
Yeah.
down. Yeah. It's probably
They
Liefeld
probably
drawing
have
there.
huge heels.
That girl in the middle standing on her toes because she's not as tall as the dark one.
Yeah.
Is
Check
that
me out.
Sasquatch back here? From
Yeah,
Alpha
looks
Flight.
like it. Then we get Alpha Flight #1, which that was Burnham.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's classic superheroes for a couple of
Who-
years.
Who's the guy on the floor? What's up with him? He's been shot or something.
This guy here.
No,
On the right.
the wedding photograph. Is
Oh,
he?
here. Yeah.
Is he
he's been shot.
just
Or he's
punched
I
laughing.
think he's just fainted.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
I think he's laughing.
Is that who is that? What is that all about? Is he marrying an old woman? What's going on?
I don't know.
You're gonna make me switch glasses again and read it.
Oh, here we go. We got our small press publisher. Yeah, he's got it right. Blob was 3, Untouchable was 8, Vanisher is 2. So yeah, then 4 and was it 4 and 5 was
Blob
on
was
Brotherhood
3.
of Evil Mutants.
Untouchable was 8. Eunice. Vanisher was 2. Okay.
Oh, what's his name? The Mastermind or whatever.
Byrne solidifies his place in Marvel ranks with Alpha Flight and a long-awaited moment for the Hulk. Must be Bruce, Mary, and Betty Ross.
Oh,
Oh. Yeah. Who's the guy at the back? Looking like he's.
probably her dad, General Ross.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
He wouldn't be very happy about it, would he?
No.
And there's nobody else there. Look, nobody turned
No.
up.
Well, just in case they pissed him off.
Another classic run.
Oh, look at the trousers and the turnips on.
Lovely.
She should be saying, "I wish you could have got dressed for the occasion." But
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
And on the back there, you see on the back where the waist is, on there. We don't have the book, but it says "Kick Me" on it.
Oh. Daredevil. Born Again.
Oh, we have the what was it? We have the Electra Arc.
Miller this time, yeah.
Yep.
Look at that in the center there. That's Dark Knight, isn't it? The pose, that knee on that cover.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of Miller's go-to
He
poses.
just turned it around and let it face any other way and put Robin on it.
Yeah, basically.
The that thing where he's holding on to that Electra.
Yeah.
That's bloody awful.
Yeah.
Are you saying that was badly done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like badly drawn
But
or
the
badly
shoulder is so
storyline?
good. Wait, never mind.
Badly. I'd say it was
Such
badly
a
drawn.
moody piece.
Yeah, how long did he sit there for the snow to settle on his shoulders?
He was there for a while.
And the knee is just all over the gap.
Well, if this Blizzard is 78, about 3.5 seconds.
And
She buried
his
the-
eyes. What are his eyes?
Realistically, about 3 hours.
She was buried in Canada. 5 seconds.
She was buried in Siberia.
What a horrible cover, but what a classic story.
Yeah.
Yeah, first Electra.
I remember reading that a number of times in my youth.
Yep.
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk #1.
I've got the graphic novel of this. What a waste of money that was.
Securing the copyright for all time. Yeah.
Nice drawings, though.
John
Good
Brown?
drawings.
Nice drawings.
So when they had to do a Spider-Woman, they had to do a She-Hulk because they were afraid the competition would do one.
Yeah, I could add a great bubble to those two. If you don't buy my book this time, I'm going to come to your house and rip all your X-Men. And I would put, too late. My mother's already done it.
Well, the one thing I'll say about She-Hulk, at least, was it was it was very tongue-in-cheek and things, and it broke the fourth wall before that was like a thing.
Yeah, before Ambush Bug and Deadpool and Harley Quinn, and
Yeah.
I've never delved into the She-Hulk stuff.
The original stuff's very funny.
I imagine. At least compared to two.
It's very good. It's very nicely drawn too. I mean, it's fun.
Do yourself a favor, Whiskey. Don't.
Don't. Okay. I get two different answers there.
Well,
that's the variety is the spice of life.
Well, don't believe anything I say.
No, don't believe anything. Glenn
I'm
says.
always wrong, so believe that. Great art with all Mobius there, isn't it?
I'm a liar.
always wrong.
Believe me.
Yeah.
That's
Another great book we should go through. My copy is all fire damaged.
I was gonna say mine's beat to hell. So
Yeah, mine is pretty rough shape, but I read it.
I'll be honest, I
Still
could live
read-
without it.
Really? Didn't
Yeah.
like it?
Wasn't that fussed for it, no.
No, I didn't really. The artwork was great, but no.
Yeah.
Stan
Didn't do much for me.
pontificating wasn't
Yeah.
a little over the
Pontificating
top.
Stan.
oh wait, we're supposed to read it? I just love the
I've got a lot of great Mobius books we could look through before we look through that one, though. Yeah.
I remember that.
Epic
Epic.
Illustrated, number one.
Ah, look at
That's-
that.
That's somewhere in the archive.
That's nice.
Epic
Beautiful.
Illustrated. Yeah, it's the one
Yeah.
with the painted cover.
Beautiful,
there.
isn't
And
And the
that's,
new universe.
that's from the first graphic novel, isn't it? The Death of Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh, that was awful.
Yeah, wasn't that great, was it?
Really disappointed with it.
Yeah.
What about the the art and the panel layout here? Is that all right?
That's all right. Yeah.
Oh, the art was okay.
I'm not.
Starlin, yeah.
I'm not a Jim Starlin fan, so
I,
it's okay.
I like
He's
I like
good, but
Cosmic Jim Starlin. I like all that stuff, but I like you. I was a little disappointed at this.
Yeah.
And I have to say, Jim Starlin has got a great style, but there are times when his anatomy looks very janky.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like Starlin's stuff.
I think it's where the sum of the parts exceeds the what
You
he's
can
got.
you can
know,
look
he's
past the
great.
flaws for the overall
Yeah,
greatness of the project.
yeah, definitely.
Oh dear.
Is that Sal? You said no. Is that Arthur Adams? I don't know.
Oh, we have the black suited Spider-Man from Secret Wars number.
Tom,
It's Mark Grunwald and Tom DeFalco.
No, I was.
You know,
Sorry,
of
I was
course, what
looking at
this
who
means,
drew the
we're
Spider-Man.
engaged.
All right.
Here.
Yeah, that Spider-Man looks like it might be a Sal Buscema Spider-Man.
Mike
but
Zek, I believe.
Oh, Mike Zek. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I thought the black suit stuff was interesting, but I'm still trying to figure out how we got an alien life form from a thing that like remade costumes.
First thing that popped into my mind is what a cheap way to get out of drawing all that webbing.
Didn't he get it from Secret Wars?
Yeah, Secret
Yeah.
Wars number 8. But
It just came out of a cupboard or something, didn't it?
It was like a costume fixer because like Thor went in and got like part of his armor fixed, and then he like played with it, and it made the black suit, and he like the Jello mold that became the black suit or something, and he's just like, "Whoa, how did it do that?" And it's like it's slithery.
The damn thing's alive, and now it's salivating with a long tongue. Yes.
No, it's a complete IP all of its own.
Yeah.
I always thought Venom was a cool character.
It was while he was a villain.
Yeah. His
Yeah,
later
yeah.
years as what's his face? Oh, I can't remember. The guy with no legs. later on. Peter Parker's nemesis from school.
Flash Thompson.
Flash Thompson.
Oh. So I'd stopped reading by then, so I didn't know what you meant by no legs.
So yeah, Flash Thompson in the later.
You were talking about Darth Maul for a minute.
Yeah, that was kind of thinking that too.
Was well written and fit into what was established in Savage She-Hulk. Later volumes, not so much. Yeah.
So Flash Thompson eventually got the symbiote, lost his legs, became a Navy SEAL or something like that, and
became a Navy SEAL with no legs.
I think he was a Navy SEAL first, and then lost his legs as a result.
Oh, I thought it was just some kind of
astronaut.
I thought it was some kind of inclusion drive from the Navy SEAls. But there you go.
That SEALs are like, what we really need is a guy in a wheelchair.
Yeah, why not?
Said no Navy SEAL ever.
Then Venom was pickled and sold on the shelves of Walmart.
Yep.
Yeah. Pickle.
And I missed out?
Damn it. Venom pickle.
It's the official no prize book. I've got that around here somewhere.
I think during Civil War, Venom was...
Scorpion.
He was... some psychopath had him or something, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know.
I know Scorpion had him for a while.
He gets passed around.
Yeah. Venom is the office bike of Marvel.
Yeah, basically.
The invitation to Peter and Mary Jane's wedding. Marvel visitor. We're walking into the 2000s, I think now. 1987, is that right? Oh, yeah, 87. Sorry. All right.
A little bit off there.
Moon Knight.
And
people love Moon Knight. I've never really read any of it.
Well, the first stuff was interesting with Sienkiewicz's art in it.
Yeah.
Doug Moench, again, the guy who wrote Shang-Chi for many, many years. He started out doing Moon Knight. It was a schizophrenic pulp crime fighter, pretty much.
Right.
And it was a lot of fun. The characters switched identities, and you question his sanity. And he thought that the phases of the moon gave him different levels of power because he was bitten by the Jack Russell werewolf.
Spider.
Yeah.
The Jack Russell werewolf.
The Jack Russell Terrier werewolf. Yeah.
Well, Moon Knight did first appear in Werewolf by Night, so.
Yeah. That's why it was Jack Russell. It's a Jack Russell Terrier.
I think everything's Jack Russell until we say otherwise.
The rise and fall of the 1990s. Here comes Punisher.
Yep.
Punisher.
Oh, we have Todd McFarlane on the left.
Yes, just to spank us all. It's the era of the spanker, the black hole, the last of the Howard the Duck, Torment, classic, iconic New Mutants cover.
Yep, New Mutants number 87, first appearance.
Floating bubbles.
Since when did Spider-Man start swinging along on bits of wool?
Oh,
when McFarlane took it over. Actually, McFarlane got it from one of the big giant-sized books, I think, that Michael Golden did.
That's horrible, isn't
Michael
it?
Golden started drawing him with the little different oddball spider stuff in it, and McFarlane took it. And he took the whole idea of it and really exaggerated everything about the character. That's part of the reason why his run is memorable.
Yeah. And DeFalco hated the spaghetti webbing, so he kept doing more and more of it.
Yeah. Which I can understand.
I would probably have done the same thing.
Yeah.
One thing I do like about it, though, is that there's one strand that goes through the entire piece. Like, you can go and try to follow it. There'll be, like, one strand that goes through all of the webbing.
Heaven forbid comics make sense.
I I like his Bill Everett spider sign on his chest. It's like Bill Everett's signature.
Yeah.
Nice perspective on that drawing.
Yeah. It's just some great stuff during that time.
Rawr.
Number 1, Jim Lee with the Wolverine.
Yeah,
X-Force.
like it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, look at that
that's
cover
the
there.
second printing of X-Force number 1.
Yeah, I got that.
The first cover was a lot better.
Yeah, it didn't have the gold. So, it's the same cover, just wasn't.
Oh, is
gold.
it? I thought it was a whole different design.
No, it's the same cover, but the gold background for what they were doing with the second prints at the time basically ruined it.
Yeah. And the triple or the quad cover here, right?
Quad cover, yeah.
Yeah,
That's the million seller, isn't it?
Yeah. That's the one a lot of retailers still have cases of in their basement.
Yeah, I got mine at $1, Ben.
Yep.
I read the first issue of the new X-Men, and I was like, "What the hell did I just read?"
Exactly. So this doesn't make any sense.
I mean, people are like, it's the best-selling comic book of all times. Like, yes, because you had like 5 different console versions of it.
It was still a big deal, though.
Oh yeah, it was
Oh,
the
yeah.
first time there was a second X-Men book,
Yeah,
like a
probably-
true X-Men book.
Probably the biggest deal that Marvel had.
Oh yeah,
To be
well, it
honest,
sold 8
yes.
million copies. I mean,
Yeah,
that is
and-
saying something.
And at that point, they needed anything they could get their hands on because
Yeah.
the behind-the-scenes financial difficulties had been crazy since like the early 70s. Just insane. Going from bad to worse to better to worse to a little better to a lot worse to just whiplashing back and forth. It was pretty crazy. You go in and look at what they were doing behind the scenes with their finances and their history, and Perlman coming in and what's that? Was it Perlman went through and built the company up, bought Panini during that time?
No, I don't know that he bought Panini. No, Panini took over the rights for Marvel to publish in Europe.
Yeah.
They also around the late 90s when they bought Malibu,
Yeah.
and that was probably a bad move overall.
Well, not if
Did
you
it to get their color separation technique.
not if you wanted. Well, that Roland man will tell you that was a fallacy, but they really just wanted to be able to pay their. They didn't want to pay Malibu rates to their creatives.
Yes,
That was pretty much what it was.
It was buying them out with a baseball bat, basically, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Is that X-Force Rob Liefeld?
Yes.
Yes, Liefeld.
Because he looks like a bit like Walt Simonson, doesn't it, with his cross hatching?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, he's a huge Simonson fan and
Right.
Perez fan, so
Right.
He's gotten better.
Who? Well,
I like his older art better, but that's
He has gotten better. Anyway.
Well, his the cover he did for a recent issue of Prophet was like, wait, that's Liefeld?
Yeah.
I was
He's
really surprised.
come a long way.
He's one of those people, and you have to appreciate people that screw up really bad and then realize they screwed up really bad and then try to make amends for doing it. Now he's a phenomenal person. I mean, his podcast is amazing.
Oh yeah.
And I've seen a few videos of him doing signings that are just hilariously funny, and he's just a great person now, but it's humility after the fire, you know. And he went through so many years of being ridiculed and stripped down and blowing deadlines and earning a bad reputation, and so many more years after that trying to gain it back. So
you know that Spider-Man #1 cover there, that Todd McFarlane cover?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right in saying that I saw somebody with a silver cover and a gold cover of that?
Oh yeah.
Well, that only had
right?
like a dozen different versions of it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There's the green cover the platinum cover, which is a variation of that green cover. Then there's the black cover, which was like a retail incentive thing that went to like comic shops, I think. And then you had the gold cover, which was the second print.
Right.
But that was the top selling comic book of all time. And then X-Force #1 came out, and then
but wasn't it only top selling because it had 58 covers and all the collectors bought every one?
That's exactly what I.
Yes.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you were saying before, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
So it's not really the best selling comic, but it is.
In all fairness, there was a lot of racketeering, if you want to call it that. A lot of spare covers and what have you. But
market manipulation was going into high form at that point. Yes,
but they still sold a lot of books.
They did. They moved.
Todd McFarlane made a lot of money on that, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, was it? I mean, because
that's really the spark that started Image.
Yeah.
Because back then they all got their royalty checks, and they said, "I only got paid 1%, or maybe 10% of the profit off of this. What happens if I get 100%?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically it. And then you have the famous speech that McFarlane supposedly gets. It's like, I didn't even get a watch. My dad worked for 30 years at the factory. He got a watch.
Yeah.
I don't know how true it is, but it's a funny story.
It's an actual Marvel Entertainment Group Incorporated stock.
Interesting.
So it's not stamped, but
the those cards in the back there from the sets.
This is not worth nothing.
Oh no, it's not worth the paper it's printed on.
Yeah,
but those cards
these are reproductions here. Yeah,
yeah. I had the set of those. There was some Spider-Man interviews ones, and there's one where he interviewed Magneto, and he goes, "So tell me, how does it feel that your daughter and son both became heroes?" And he goes, "I hate to say it, but I'm a failure as a father."
Okay.
Yeah, the backs are all nice. So
6 feet, 155 pounds. Comics written uncountable.
Oh, and now on the floor.
It jumped.
It did. And I'll get it later. It's Stanley after.
Figured they would have made a Jack Kirby one, but no.
I think they did.
I don't remember it in the set. Maybe they did.
Spider Girl.
Yeah, that was a fun book.
Yep. That was
the book that every time they thought they were going to cancel it, it just kept selling better.
DeFalco and Friends did that, right?
Yep.
Ron Friends, yeah. Very underrated, I think.
Yeah, it's a really fun series.
Friends has been doing some phenomenal stuff. Great. He's been posting a bunch of character sketches or character drawings that he's done on Facebook. Just amazing. Yeah.
Well, it's just loads of great stuff.
Yeah, he just keeps getting better and better.
He's totally channeling like multiple artists.
Yeah, I should probably shoot him a friend request or something.
Yeah, you should. He's really got some great things.
I like his artwork. Oh, Venom.
Venom. Yep. Marvels. Great stuff.
Yeah, Alex Ross.
Yep. That's not DeFalco who wrote that. Who wrote that? Busiek, I think.
Yeah, Busiek.
Kurt Busiek. Yeah.
Those giant crabs or bugs? Crabs? Aliens?
Yeah, crabs.
Yeah.
Everything. Eventually, everything becomes a crab. That's what I heard.
Krusty Krab.
Eventually, everything becomes either a turtle or a crab.
A Krusty Krab. Yeah.
You think we're going to evolve into crabs?
No.
Yeah.
Highly
some
unlikely.
people already have. They're trying to get out of the bucket.
I would definitely say it would be highly unlikely, but I've met some people.
I like money.
Those people are shape-shifting lizard people anyway.
Lizard people.
I just remember this being a great series.
Yeah,
and
that was a
you
fun
never
series.
see it reprinted.
I always thought it was. I love the way that Pete Townsend would be walking down the street, or Roger Daltrey, or somebody like that would be in the Beatles, and we're on the streets walking about.
Yeah.
When Spider-Man was shuffling about,
I think my favorite issue is the one they did with Silver Surfer.
Of the Marvels?
Yeah, it was like the 4th one, I think.
Heroes Reborn.
Yeah,
When
no.
all the characters died. Yeah.
You just know.
I have this book. I should dig it up. We should go through it on Sunday Funnies. This is their annual stock report. Marvel Comics.
That's funny. The year revealed.
I've got a couple of their annual stock reports.
The bubble bursts.
see that
fun stuff.
See that Doctor Doom looks like he's wearing a bra.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at his face. Look at his mouth. Since when does he grimace like that?
Yeah. Well, that's also probably for the stock report.
Yeah, I can definitely say that's not really where they sit on your chest, but it does look like a bra.
Those weren't happy.
Take it from me, person who kind of is stuck wearing them.
Yeah.
That's why he's so angry, because
that looks about as comfortable as they are.
Yeah, it's Doctor Doom on a desert island, and all he can make is a bra out of some coconuts and some vine.
Yeah, there you go.
And it's Reed Richards' fault.
Yeah, it's always Reed Richards.
Always.
He looks like his face looks like a sort of a lion, doesn't it, with that mouth?
Yeah.
Rawr.
Yep.
A lion with a bra.
Look at that.
There's just so many things wrong with that drawing. It's
incredibly awful drawing of Captain America.
Well, that too.
This is about the time they lost all their artists.
Which is unfortunately not the worst ever drawing of Captain America ever.
No,
it's not.
That might be in here, actually.
Yeah.
Could be, but
no, I don't think so.
That piece was technically not published.
Which the one with his chest?
Yeah. It
got way out. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was something like even Liefeld makes fun of it. So
yeah,
he should have put Dr. Doom's bra on it, shouldn't he?
Yes, he should have. That would have definitely given him more support for that chest.
Yeah.
Ding.
There's Reed Richards looking 25 instead of 125 now with his flashy haircut, and Sue looking like she's 11.
Oh, that's some weird artwork going on there.
There is.
Who's done that
kid?
One?
Is that Benjamin? Not Benjamin.
Isn't that Jim Lee on this?
I don't know, but that kid's face looks like
Frank
Bernie.
Called,
it looks like Bernie from Ernie from Bert and Ernie. It looks like a Muppet.
It looks like a Muppet.
It looks like a Muppet's face.
With his giant shoes on.
Yeah.
I don't recognize any of them signatures. Let's see here.
If only we could find some peanut butter and some milk.
Easy New York Stock Exchange.
A lot of them.
Marvel regains control of favorites with the Heroes Reborn series. Marvel regains control of its favorites.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff that they did, these are a lot of people from Liefeld and Jim Lee's studios.
Salvador.
You read any of those?
Salvador. Well, Townsend is a damn good inker.
Well,
Salvador and Townsend.
Salvador draws really good Muppets.
Yeah.
Okay.
And 25-year-old Reed Richards.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
with massive eyes.
Be, like younger and stuff. So
what happened to his eyes?
And that Hulk looks like a ninja, doesn't he?
Wow.
Yeah, I don't really picture the Hulk ever jumping like that.
No.
He doesn't look monstrous.
Damn it.
I agree. He looks more like a ninja.
Yeah.
You can do cartooning well. This isn't it.
Look at the hands on the torch here.
They're big hands.
Flaming big hands.
Flaming big hands.
I mean, I kind of I agree with Whiskey that you can do cartoony well. I mean, you look at like Joe Madureira and others like that who
Art Adams.
Yeah, Art Adams.
Yeah.
Prime example. Michael Golden does phenomenal.
mean, Todd McFarlane has a very cartoony style.
He sure does.
And it's like, then you look at this, you're like, no.
All the notes.
You mean,
well, let's see if it gets worse. What's on the next page?
Oh no, you ain't gonna see no more of that, mate.
No, we're done. No.
Oh, we're done. We're done. No, we're not done.
No, I thought the next page looked a lot better actually.
Daredevil.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
is that's what's his name, isn't it?
That is what's his name.
Quesada.
Quesada. Yeah, Quesada's excellent.
Another very cartoony artist.
Yeah, not always my cup of tea, but an absolutely brilliant artist.
Yeah, he's got some that are just like amazing, and then you have some others you're like, wait, what?
What? You did that? Yeah. What's that about? But yeah,
I liked him back when he did the Ray miniseries. I thought that was incredibly well done. I need to go back and look at that again. I've got it around here somewhere. But I did a New York con right after he did the first couple issues of the Ray, and had a buddy go up to him and get a sketch from him because I told him he was going to be somebody.
Did
Quesada kid is going to turn out to be somebody big. You watch.
Did Quesada do the Azrael Batman?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was superb. Absolutely
Yes, I completely agree. I loved that series.
Yeah.
The artwork in that was gorgeous.
Yeah, a beautiful open gate cover on it and everything. It was like really nice.
That was when Quesada brought back Daredevil, and Kevin Smith was writing, and the less I say about it, the better.
Trying to write it, couldn't keep a deadline.
Kevin Smith didn't have enough opportunity to ruin that particular IP.
Nobody's arguing with you.
No. I mean,
Marvel Mania.
They killed was it Karen Page in that run? I think
It's Mazzucchelli. Wasn't that in the Born Again storyline?
Well, they
turned her into a heroin addict and then had her overdose.
Why do they do this? Why don't they? If they don't want the character in, why don't they just have the character move to Australia or something?
It's more pathos for the hero character.
They killed her off in the they killed her off in the Quesada run, and it's like, break your own toys. Don't break the stuff for everybody. Peter David created a character that was like, I can't remember the character's name, but they're like very memorable, and they end up getting like executed. And it was just like, he broke his own toy. He created a character and then he killed her off. It's like, that's fine. It's like Elektra, the same thing. Created a character, played with it, killed it off. It's like, fine, but.
Well, it's similar to that Queen thing we were talking about before, isn't it? Banning that song. Why don't that person just turn the radio off if it comes on?
I hear you.
Why can't I listen to it?
Yep.
Because they want to control your mind.
It's so inappropriate.
Well, I think I'll put it on full blast when we're done here.
Objectifies women.
Get stuffed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll listen to what I want to listen to, and if you don't like it, hard luck.
Piss off? Or
that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. I was being nice, but yeah, you got the point.
There's no point to be nice. I completely agree with you.
Just like people need to get a grip of their own lives before they start complaining about stuff. If you're worried about the words in fat bottom girl, you also look at your own bottom.
It's another group of people that need to be tossed into a wood chipper.
Nothing wrong with fat bottoms anyway.
No,
well, the pendulum's going to swing back, and all of that stuff that's banned or dropped off will come raging back.
I think people are starting to get really sick of it.
Yeah. Had enough of this crap. I think most people just ignore it.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh yeah, whatever. Yeah, and then when it starts affecting them, like in just normal, ordinary way, they start going, oh no, I'm not having any of this crap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's when things start to change, and that's what's happening now.
Well, the chief of the London Police has just done that, hasn't he?
Has he?
He stopped the bobbies, dancing in the street with all the rainbow stuff.
Yeah, again, I'm all for the rainbow stuff. You do your thing. Like, I don't give a stuff. But police should not be messaging anything. They shouldn't be giving a message. The only message that police should have is You do a crime, we're going to come after you and prosecute you. That's what police should do. That's the end of it. That's the be all and end of it.
Serve and protect. That's it.
Yep, that's it. Stay out of my life, otherwise.
I thought it was to enslave and oppress.
Yeah. Well, no, that's the tax department.
That's the IRS. Yeah. Good point.
They're listening.
Yeah. They're always listening. I'm always listening.
Oh, we're gonna have to listen to this.
They can edit me if they have to. I've got an account. I stay above board.
Doesn't matter.
If they find anything, it's going to be very minuscule.
I'm gonna have to get going soon.
No, you're not.
Right.
No, you're not. No.
But it's not letting me leave. Oh no.
No, it's only 10 minutes to go. What's up with you?
20 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Really?
I gotta...
Oh, really?
Oh, we've got 20 minutes.
Yeah. I thought we were only like 30 minutes in. Thanks for that.
This has been a super fun show today.
Time flies when you're having fun, mate. I tell you.
I was looking for my video clip of Jack Nicholson, and I can't find it now.
Oh.
About sell crazy someplace else. We're all full up here.
Is that?
Hey, I watched Chinatown on Friday night.
Chinatown. Ooh.
Yeah, fantastic film.
That's yeah. That's a good
Absolutely
film.
great movie.
Who drew that Hulk on the left-hand side there? Who drew that big dog?
Isn't it?
I'd say that's Sal Buscema.
Yeah, but somebody has inked over the top. Somebody with a fine.
Is it Ramita?
Mm.
That mouth looks a bit.
It
That,
It
Ramita.
looks a bit like Ramita.
Yeah.
that mouth looks, and the trousers.
Yeah, and well, I mean, it's a Ramita pose.
Yeah.
This is the menu book for the Marvel Mania store. They sell sensational suits.
Oh, this is great. This is where they get the artists in who don't draw comics.
Powerful.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody after Image left.
Yeah.
A Stanwich.
Look at
Look at that. Enough said. Oh,
Stan-
Dear
Stanwich.
God, look at the thing's lower half of his. That's no,
all the nopes.
no.
Although-
the Hulk is.
Love that picture.
look at his back. It's
Doesn't
his
look
head-
like Hulk, but it's a great
like his
shot.
head's been turned the wrong way around, doesn't it? It's like his chest on his back.
Yeah.
He should have a bra on.
Yeah. Like here.
It's going to be the topic
Doctor-
of discussion for this episode. Is
Doc-
why
Doc-
aren't these heroes wearing bras?
Dr. Doom's
That's
got
right.
a spare one, I believe. He's a bit.
You know, I can help you with that hump. What
I
hump?
got-
Marvel
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I got a few extra.
Whoa.
What hump?
Don't forget to get your Marvel stuff. Anyway, diabolical desserts.
Frankenstein.
Yeah, great stuff. Anyway, moving on, since we only have 20 minutes, and I don't want to do another episode of this.
You dug it out, Randy.
It's great.
I
love
did.
this.
I didn't
This is
think
so
we'd
much
go
fun.
to, tell you the truth.
Oh, the
2000s.
2000s.
Oh, dear.
Well, there
You
you
see
go.
that? You see the
Jamara.
way she's sitting there. See that look on her face. That's where.
It's like-
Yeah.
That's where comics cut its own throat.
Is she on,
Around
is she on
the
drugs?
2000s.
Is she on drugs? Look at her eyes.
Yeah.
That's it. It's all over.
Okay.
I'm going to go get
Just
the
gonna
razor.
Mike,
point-
Mike Allred.
I want to point out her costume with the hole in the middle.
Nothing
No
wrong with
girl
that.
wears a shirt like that.
No.
Well, she should wear a bra.
Yes, exactly. That's
But
cross
Dr.
your
Doom-
heart.
That's
Sorry.
why she's got her arms crossed. just to
That's a
keep them
cross
in.
your heart, bro.
Yeah, because I mean that's literally the back problems that she's gonna have later. Oh my god.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
You're just jealous.
No, she's
No, I'm not. My back
No.
kills me from mine.
Who did the Spider-Man on the left there?
That's Mark Bagley.
Yeah, looks like a Bagley.
There you go. Looks like banana.
Yeah,
banana
that's
feet.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Banana feet.
Banana
Horrible.
feet.
Don't like that.
All right.
Cap
I'm
looks a
gonna
little
run.
pissed here. This looks like Corbin.
No,
I
yeah,
mean
this
that's lovely
So you-
work.
You're bailing, are you, Alison?
I'm bailing. I have a shift I have to go work. So
Okay. Well, we'll see you
Allison,
later
before you leave, tell folks how they can find you.
you can find me right here on the Indie Comics Network every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time for Drawing with the Alley Cats. Sometimes I bring some guests along, like David Finch. I'm going to be getting Sean Galloway on soon. Another amazing cartoony artist. And I'm on like all the social medias, but I basically ignore Twitter. So
Yeah.
you can follow me on it, but I basically just ignore
You can follow
Twitter
me, but I
X.
won't follow you. Anyway.
Triple X, whatever the name of the stupid platform is.
Next week it'll be something different. So
yeah, I still think you should have gone for broke and called it Triple X, but that's just me. But
that's
I got
only
D&D
fans.
run for kids, so I got to run. And you can also find me at Battleground Games and Hobbies running D&D for people.
There you go. All right, take care. Thanks a lot
for
coming.
Take care.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm leaving and Scott comes in. God, I see how this is.
We all know you're the same person. It's all right.
Yes, we're secretly the same person. And
Scott's
he's
just taking the wig off now.
All right.
I see him here in the green room. Yep. Take care.
See ya.
We'll see ya.
See ya.
And now coming in, Scott Rosenbaum.
Oh my God!
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I'm late. I had to run from over there to get here on time.
From the bra store.
I
Went to the bra store. Is that what you're saying? Victoria's not so secret.
Yeah, really. Hey, did Allison just leave because I came on?
Yeah, she said she knew you were coming. Yeah,
I know. I scare away all the ladies.
I got to get out of here before Scott gets in. Yeah,
I tell you,
we're just holding to the myth that you're the same person. So.
Oh well, you've never seen us in the same room together, so
that's right.
Yeah, you know,
we're looking at the Marvel Vault. We're up to the 2000s. So.
Oh man, that's not Alex Ross, is it? That's Brian Hitch.
That looks like Corbin here. Is that Hitch? Could be right.
I think that's Brian Hitch.
Yeah,
I'm sure you're right.
Yeah. Oh God, his stuff is phenomenal.
Mark Bagley, Ultimate Captain America, Ultimate X-Men, Ultimate Daredevil. Doesn't say, but yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
The Ultimates.
Oh man.
That's when Walmart said, "You got too much continuity. We'd sell books in our chain, but you got too much continuity floating
Too
here.
much continuity. What the hell is that?
If you were to start over, maybe we'd carry your comic." So this is, we'll do this Ultimate line. Start over. You sure?
Oh Jesus.
They'll take $250,000.
It's effectively the MCU.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't carry it on.
Well, they did, but they didn't. They stopped.
Well, no, they got rid of it, didn't they? I mean, it's the same old, same old. They could have had, like I say, they could have had 3 lines of comics going on. They could have had the Ultimate Stroke MCU. They could have had anything brand new, and then they could have had a 616 with everybody in spandex.
That would have been the smart thing to do.
Everybody would have had a comic to buy,
I have that comic.
The Max line. We've got reproductions of pre-production drawing.
Oh wow.
Origin was kind of interesting.
Oh, was it beautiful? Who did those sketches?
Fauntleroy. Somebody H, maybe. I don't know. Here's the signature on it.
I actually got a funny story about a poster of that same thing. My folks were selling the house at one point, right? And they were still fixing it up to sell. And there was a hole in the wall in one bedroom that they hadn't got around to fixing, but the person taking the photographs of the house was coming that day, so that particular poster went up on the wall.
Oh, well, that's one use for good comic book work.
Pencil sketches. I can't even read that either. That's terrible. Andy Kubert.
Oh, Kubert, okay.
Pencil sketches of Thomas Logan, James Dogg, and Rose.
Wow.
Now that you mention it, it's, you can see it.
Andy's got to work on his K. I hate to be.
Yeah, I'm going to say it.
It's just scribbles. Yeah. Couldn't tell what it did. That doesn't look like an A either. It looks like a C.
Somebody sent him a note. He's going to need to work on that.
Yeah.
Bloody
you could tell him you could tell him in American, couldn't you? You could say, "Fix your signature, K."
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
I'll get on it next time I'm at a convention. I'll pull him aside. I'll give him what for. That's what I'll do.
Okay.
Just say Glenn says.
Yeah. Glenn
Fix
sent
your
me.
signature, Andy. Okay.
Well, one must keep up one's pretentious self. No.
This book continues to fall apart. Anyway, here we are.
Well, we got to the 2000s. What do you expect?
Yeah, that's right. Just like the company. Good point.
It's been coming a while, but we finally got
Good
there.
God, that page on the right, I just loathe everything about it. But there you go.
Here. Yeah.
Mike Allred, yeah.
Sorry.
Is that J. Jonah Jameson when he was 15 at the bottom?
Probably.
Sure looks like.
You're serious, right?
Get me some pictures, Parker.
That's a cartoon, wasn't it?
This is Spider-Man now.
Ecstatic? It might have been, yeah. Didn't last very long.
No,
the
one the
one above
15-year-old looking
Jameson, yeah. They look like stills from the animation, don't they?
That looks like a very bad 3D animated.
Yeah,
it was
quickly produced.
Got a series of Fantastic Fours in that of season or two of the FF and that kind of style.
Oh, George,
it's really crazy looking.
It's turning into manga, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Why? Because fuck them. That's why.
I think manga's better than that, and I'm not a manga lover.
Yeah.
Mary Jane is kind of gone. Yeah.
Is that Mary Jane? It is Mary Jane.
Yeah. It's like
looks like that.
Is it Wednesday off the Addams Family or whatever she's called?
Yeah, just about.
Or the demon from one of those Japanese horror films.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
62 by Neil Gaiman.
Neil Gaiman looking like John Lennon in 1958.
Yeah.
Remember
kind of look cool.
Kind of look cool. Yeah. Sorry.
That Neil Gaiman's another guy that's got to be whipped into shape. Look at that hairdo. My God, doesn't he get a good haircut?
Get your hair cut, will you? I'm
just jealous. Get
your hair cut.
I'm just jealous. Got no hair.
And
look at that. Is that Phoenix again, or whatever she's called?
This is Black Cat. Sorry.
Oh,
Russ, you can borrow some Wookiee hair.
You got Wookiee hair.
This, believe it or not, is Icarus. Believe it or not, that's Icarus from the Eternals.
Oh, and that's John Romita Jr., right?
Wow.
This is maybe
that she's.
He did.
There's
the Eternals.
There's a woman that needs a bra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give
her. She doesn't need a bra. She doesn't.
Don't worry about it. I'll expect her for one. Don't worry.
They have their own gravitational field. They're fine.
Most of the breasts back then did.
Yeah.
They're almost right up to the shoulder. Like
the one female.
Yeah, they're right up there, aren't they? They really are.
The one female comedian said the one thing she likes about all these breast augmentations is it makes them look like they got mad tits. Angry.
Mad boobs. That's great.
No, wait. That painting to the left of the Icarus one? That looks like a Jeff Jones or something. Who is that supposed to be?
That's not Jeff Jones.
No, but it looks like that kind of oil paint.
Yeah, it does.
It's gorgeous.
Is that Romita Jr. on the right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of covered that. Russ. Keep up.
Oh, sorry. I'm drawing.
The Eternals.
Oh, you're busy earning a living.
Unveiled in 2006 with the final cover pictured to the left, the alternate, left of the alternate. Spidey's black. Yeah, it doesn't say who did it.
Oh, okay.
Those clouds with Darth Vader on the far left look very odd, don't they?
Over here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's Darth Vader.
I know it's not Darth Vader, but it looks like him.
Might as well be.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh, take your asthma. Take your asthma pills.
Marvel in the real world. Yeah.
So,
I like that. That's funny.
9/11.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Wow. Who's that over on the right there? It's like no shade, just all line work.
Yeah.
But it's like it looks like Maguire, but I don't think it is.
No, I don't think it is. I don't think Maguire did much for Marvel, did he? Kevin Maguire?
He was mostly a DC guy, but
yeah. One of the alternate or ultimate guys, I'm sure. Yeah.
Does it say in the caption on the opposite page, Brandy? What's it say?
Krasinski. Make me switch to my bifocals again. This page, Joe Straczynski recasting Spider-Man story. Top commemoration of the 9/11 attacks. Spider-Man appeared in Ground Zero. Opposite page, America's volatile political climate since the attacks is portrayed in a sketch and promo poster for Civil War. Doesn't give an author.
Oh, it doesn't give an artist.
Nope. There's no signature on it either that's discernible. Well, there's a little one right there. McGibbon.
Oh, Steve McNiven. Yeah, Steve McGibbon. Yeah.
McNiven.
Yeah. The Steve McNiven.
Yeah. Good artist. Yeah.
There. McNiven.
Hey, but check out how big Cap's feet are on that top drawing. Boy, that's he's got some monkeys.
Yeah, that's some lumpy feet, isn't it? Look at them.
Lumpy feet.
Looks like Popeye.
He's got his DMs on.
Yeah.
Dr. Martin.
Must be what it is. It's Dr. Martin's.
Wow. Look at that.
Is that Bradstreet?
Oh, is that Tim? Tim Bradstreet?
Well, that's looks like it's
no,
from the
that's
film.
A movie poster. Yeah,
it's from the film because I recognise what's his name's face.
Jane.
Yeah, he was the best Punisher, I thought.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he's really good.
Oh, and he was one committed actor too. He was 1,000% behind that stuff.
Did you see Did you
Thomas
see
Jane? That's what.
Did you see the independent film he did? He didn't get paid for it. He just came and did it.
Oh yeah,
the one where he was in the one where he was in the
laundry.
Yeah, and he went out and gave those guys a good kick in.
Yeah,
they were beating up on that kid. That was just so cool. That was so the Punisher. It was excellent, and it was really well choreographed as well.
I loved it how he went to the liquor store and Ron Perlman was the wheelchair-bound liquor store salesman, and bought that big square bottle of whiskey and just beat the hell out of those.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's still over on YouTube.
It is. I think it is still kicking around. It's probably the best Punisher thing I've ever seen in my entire life, including the series on Netflix. By the way,
that was his bid to do more Punisher stuff. I think.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was. More movie photos.
Oh, it's all just gone into the movies now, isn't it?
Didn't that
look at that thing?
Was it John? Is he called John Berthnall, the guy who was in Fury in the tank who played the Punisher? Did he do a Punisher thing?
John Bernthal. Yeah, he does the TV.
Bernthal.
Okay, yeah.
He's not bad actually. I think he's pretty good.
Yeah,
but they, as with all these things, they kind of went a little bit too far delving into his personal life. They should have just had him going out and taking out the bad guys.
Go out and punish.
But people. He did do that rather well, I have to say.
Oh yeah, he had that right look to that.
He did.
Hell look at us.
And there were a couple of scenes where there was one where he blew a guy's face off, and I remember going, "Oh wow, they actually put that. They did that." I was absolutely shocked that they put that in there. It was quite violent, but it was. I'd rank it. It was good stuff.
Those Netflix shows are
worth
watching.
Those Netflix shows are the best Marvel TV there is. Simple as that.
Oh yeah, I love their first iteration of Daredevil. The fight scenes were just
fantastic. And I actually really enjoyed the first series of Luke Cage. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. It was great.
Wasn't bad.
Defenders wasn't bad either, but that's just me. Nobody seems to like Iron Fist at all. I thought it was all right.
I thought Iron Fist was all right, but then pretty soon after that, the whole wokeism went bonkers, didn't it?
Oh, they were already going bonkers by that point. They were insisting that he be an Asian. It's ridiculous.
That's
the whole point of the character, you idiots.
Yeah, that's the whole point of Shang-Chi is because he is Asian. All right, the Iron Fist wasn't Asian. It's just stupid. Anyway, look at that thing. That's just crap.
Yeah, but I will say this though. I put my vote in for that's the best Reed Richards. I thought he was just awesome as Reed Richards.
Yeah, I thought he did okay. Yeah,
yeah.
Johnny
both of those films weren't awful. But when I got to Galactus being a cloud, that was it.
That was
I was out.
I mean,
I agree.
The jury's still out in my
Goodbye.
book about the quality of the films, but the Reed Richards portrayal was just awesome.
Yeah.
I couldn't get past.
I remember sitting in the theater, and when they brought Galactus in, I said, "You're fucking kidding me."
Yeah, and I'm never watching that film again.
Never again. Yep. But Surfer, I remember Surfer not looking too bad in that.
Yeah, Surfer was great. I mean, you probably look back now, and the CGI probably doesn't look so hot. But
and Lawrence Fishburne as Surfer's voice was just perfect.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that.
It's like going back and watching Superman 2 again. It doesn't hold up, or Blade 3. Anyway.
Yeah. Glenn, you were saying something?
I was just gonna say I couldn't get past the Human Torch turning into Captain America. I had a problem with that. But he is good Captain America. Is it Chris Evans?
He was a good Captain America, even though he is an incredibly annoying
individual.
And
I don't know about him.
He's an incredibly annoying adult pretender.
Right. Well, I always thought after Endgame happened, after the ending of Endgame and Cap goes back, that they should have gone back into civilian life and used what's her name's maiden name is Storm, and they were Sue and Johnny's parents.
Oh
yeah, that's all cool. You see, the thing is you're so clever, Randy, but they're not.
Yeah, I know. Well, not that I'm clever, but that they're not. Yeah. And of course, we end with Stan.
No, wait. Let's not. I say one more quick thing. Is that what Chris Evans needs to do? Is he needs to portray Namor, the Submariner, at some point, and then that will make him a one-man, one-actor version of the Invaders team.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yep.
What I can say about Chris Evans is he is America's ass.
Yes.
More ways than one.
I've only seen him in the elevator scene, which is pure Kirby. I've not seen.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that's a great image of. On the left, on the previous page of
the Red Skull.
Not a Rider, Ghost Rider.
Do
you know what? I like those films because I like Nicolas Cage because I think he's the best crap actor ever.
Number
2. I just can't help but watch him. He's just so funny.
No, I think the worst actor of all time has got to be John Wayne.
Oh yeah. But again, so many of these people were crap.
Just played John Wayne all the way through every movie he was in.
Well, back in the day, you had movie stars because they had presence, not because they were necessarily the best actors.
Yeah.
You know, like Clint Eastwood was only ever Clint Eastwood. Let's face it.
Yeah, but he's fantastic.
Humphrey Bogart. Once he got running into his niche.
Yeah,
he was always Bogart.
But that was what happened back in the day. You went to see a Clint Eastwood film.
Yeah,
you went to see a John Wayne film. Nowadays, you go and see a Marvel film.
Dustin Hoffman's the same, isn't it? It's always the same. Always the same haircut and everything.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Well, I tell you, Russ, what you need to do is you need to copyright that phrase and use it. The Russ Leach Best Crappy Actor Award. I think
Best Crappy Actor Award. That is the Best Crappy Actor Award. And I'm going to give it to him.
It'd be a long show, wouldn't it?
It would be. There's a lot of crap out there.
Yeah. You go for years.
I put my name in as the first nominee for the award.
Selected
bibliography. You're the best crappy internet guest.
you know that story, don't you?
Because you are without doubt the best person to have on, and you love listening to you, love having you here, but you never bloody turn up.
And that is the definition of a scrappy guest. My work
Still need to get that no prize book.
Your work here is done.
CDR says link for what? CDR, not sure what you're after.
Lancelot Link? Is it
Lancelot Link?
Lincoln? Is it
Link? Glad you found us. Glad you found us. At least. Oh no, I forgot to change my Facebook
Link?
again. Dang it.
Maybe he wanted to come on.
Yeah, he might be.
Yeah, he wanted to come on and tell us all we're wrong.
Fart.
You know.
Yeah, this thing.
Are those are all fall signatures, right? They just
print
them. Okay.
Huh. Yep. Public. Sorry, ZDR.
I don't see mine on there anywhere. You guys see mine on there?
No, we don't.
Damn.
ZDR. I just changed my Facebook to public, so that probably answers why the chat's been so sparse today. Hey, folks, we've
Randy,
been watching.
don't win that best crappy
podcaster award.
Yard host.
Best crappy internet host.
Everybody watches us after the fact anyway. The Marvel Vault, folks. Marvel Vault, museum and a book.
Do you know that Marvel Vault could have been so good
if it wasn't falling apart and spiral bound, and there is also a DC Vault out there, but I don't have that book. So.
Never mind.
We've been watching the Marvel or looking through the Marvel Vault, folks. It's I think last time we looked on eBay, it's still what, $20, something like that. If you want it, go get it.
Think you can get it?
Great stuff. You may need it just to remember the good times.
You can get it if you really want it.
You can get it if you really want it. Yep.
Wrong about that.
Deeply appreciate everybody watching. Hey, hit that like button. Hit that button up in the corner or wherever. Hit the bell for notifications. If you're over on the Indie Comics Network or any of our YouTube channels, Black Belt, Comic Book Black Belt, or Randy Zim YouTube, we'll be over there. Scott, let folks know how they can find you.
Well,
since you were barely here.
Oh, me. Oh,
you.
Yes.
Whoever, Scott. Yeah.
I'm going to be right here at Facebook. And that's all you need to know.
You're going to be at the Grand Rapids Con in November?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes. I may be late, but
you'll probably be late.
Which is apparently my modus operandi. So,
do you have any shows between now and then?
I'm going to be at the Comic Signal in Grand Rapids on Plainfield Avenue, September 16th, during their Batman Day celebration. And no, I'm not going to wear a Batman suit.
I'm Batman
because I don't want.
That looked like that Roy Thomas picture we saw earlier.
Oh, was he in a Batman suit?
No, he was dressed as Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Awesome.
He was cutting a fine figure of a man.
He did. I was going to say he didn't quite have your figure, but it was close.
Nobody has my figure, trust me.
Nobody's figured you out
three
yet.
people do, but no, that's where
the convention.
That's it. Look for him there. Whiskey, tell folks how they can find you.
Well, apparently a white screen.
You're on a white screen. There we are. It's a tank. It's something. There we are.
Right there on the old X. That's where you can find me. Bayonet Ricochet. I do 3D miniatures. Do 3D models and miniatures and action figures and whatnot. And if you need something made, just send me a message and I'll try to get you hooked up.
Doesn't your credit say Game Diva? Is that what it says? Or Game? Oh, Game. No, I see. Game Developer.
Game Diva.
I thought you were.
Yeah. You're a Game Diva. Oh, Diva.
That's my side job. You know?
Russ, tell folks how they can find you.
Yeah, I've got something to show, so you can show my stuff.
There you go. Can show that. There you
are. We've seen that one.
Yeah, I'm just sorry. I've just got some up on the screen. The Shadow Kingdom is on its way. There you go. There's another page of Cull and Brawl, and this is a layout that's coming soon. This is the next page.
Nice.
Some ancient history and some proper Robert E. Howard.
You're just getting into the good stuff.
I'm just getting into the good stuff now. Yeah, I've been pacing it, and there's four pages of stuff like this coming. So
nice.
Can we see that first drawing again?
What?
That first
one. That
you
one?
Showed? Yeah. See, that's what Glenn's gonna do to me if I keep showing up late. See? Get out of Rosemont.
That's what he's going to do, everyone. Just get on with it, will you? Get it right.
Get it right.
I'm going to get you with this big sword.
You've got one chance.
One chance.
One chance. Don't miss.
Unless you're using a lightsaber and you're the latest Disney thing. They go and kill somebody and then bring them right back. Yeah.
To find out more about that work that I've just shown, you can go to my website, russleach.com. You sign up for the email list. So that you can find out what's coming up soon. There's all kinds of stuff coming up. There's an eBay shop going to be opening up for original artwork. You got Batman, Doctor Who, all kinds of stuff on there, and also the books that are coming out. that we're doing with Randy, and also Only Death Can Save Us, the third book will be coming out next year. But you can find all about the stuff. Get onto my email list, and that's all over at rustleach.com.
Oh, it looks great though. Seriously, that Cull stuff, that is looking really cool. I'm really excited.
It's fun. Awesome. Yes, I'm enjoying myself.
You can see you guys are having a blast.
Yeah.
Glenn, tell folks where they can find you.
Yeah, on usual media things, Facebook and all those things. You can find a younger version of me in this book, which tells of my visits to Jack Kirby's house back in the late 80s and early 90s. And if you need the proof there, that's me there. Anyway, you can also get me in Comics Unlimited, along with lots of articles and artwork. Issue 13 is about to be published. It's just going through the review on Kindle or whatever it is. So that should be up in a couple of days. And you can also get me my work in the page of this, which is coming out from New Haven Press in a few weeks' time. And I've also got an animated Hatch book that's going to be coming to Luke Stone's Fun My Comic website.
Very nice.
Any day soon. So that's
funmycomic.com, folks.
Funmycomic.com. And this is going to be printed by New Haven at the same time as that annotated book available next week sometime.
Excellent.
Not sure.
And folks, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman. You've been watching the Sunday Funnies. We're here every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Whether we're pre-recorded or not, we're still here, and we're always available over at the Indie Comics Network channel, indiecomicsnetwork.com. You can also find it archived over at the Randy Zim channel on YouTube and the Comic Book Black Belt channel as well over there. Make sure you stop back by tomorrow or next week as we cover another oddball thing that inspires us in comics to keep us in this wonderful business that we're in. We also have a show Friday mornings at 5 a.m. where we do Comics by Night. We've just covered 2 episodes of Byrne Hogarth's Tarzan. Back then, great old sequential arts, what we show from the masters of the art form, just to show you how good comics are. You know, and coming this Friday, we're going to be going over The Shadow. A few issues of The Shadow magazine by William Kaluta and Bernie Wrightson. Some unbelievably great stuff, including my favorite Shadow comic of all time, Night of the Ninja.
Oh,
what a great book. A lot of fun, phenomenal retro style that William Kaluta has. He's made for this book, and it's just some gorgeous stuff. So
masterful work on a monthly basis. That was amazing.
And also, if you go over to aerocomics.store right now, you can catch some of my work over there, like Paragon, which is a superhero title that I created with artwork by J.R. Harris, Calico Ashard, which is a fantasy book I've created with artwork by C. Michael Lanning, and HeroBot Zero, which has 2 issues over there, the second issue of which has a Scott Rosema cover.
Thank you.
It, colored by Eric Hodson. And this features a 3-foot-tall giant robot as he defends his city from large monsters and other menaces, as long as he can do it on the clock and get time and a half for overtime. There are 2 issues of that available up at the site aerocomics.store, as well as a number of other things. If you go over to Fund My Comic right now, the Fool campaign is only going to be up there for another day or so. We're fulfilling it now. Once that's fulfilled, it's we'll be pulling that off of the Fund My Comic site. And also over there right now, take a look for Out of Obscurity, which is an anthology book that we put together with stories of public domain characters done by a wide range of talents. There's the Golden Age Ghost Rider, a story with Korak, son of Tarzan, a story with Solomon Kane. There's some great, it's a great collection of short stories over there done by a great group of folks. Plus, it's narrated by a little cartoon monkey that I do named Spank. So, and I'll have a story in there too, as long as I can get it done before Luke takes it to press. So, hopefully I'll get that done. It's on my list
now.
It's needed now. Yes,
it is. And as far as my showing up today, even for a few minutes, all I got to say is, you're welcome.
Oh, I thought you were going to say we were damn lucky.
Oh, by the way, Randy,
I wouldn't say luck has anything to do with it, Randy.
Randy, I wanted to ask you something, Randy, before we go. Have you heard from Scott Roseman recently?
Not lately. No.
Right.
Whoa.
Right.
Hello.
Folks, stop by your local retailer. Take a look at those boxes that are closest to the floor, especially if they're a little dust covered, because you never know what great gems you're going to find there. Take a few minutes out and buy those books from your local retailer. He probably hasn't priced them in a number of years either, so you might get some great deals on some great comics. We do this because we love this art form, you know, and we love all of the different. There's the Out of Obscurity cover right now. Thanks, Whiskey. I'll pop that up.
No problem.
That's got a great trailer on there too that Luke spent a few hours putting together. Fantastic. That's Out of Obscurity over at funmycomic.com. It's Friday morning, 5 a.m. Comics by Night. Sunday morning, Sunday Funnies, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Both of those times are. We'll be back again. We hope you have a great rest of your weekend. If you're here in the States, have a good holiday and enjoy yourself. And that's is usually the sign of the end of summer. Labor Day weekend is. Yeah.
Hey, back to
Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day weekend. There we are. Drink that juice. All right, folks. We'll see you soon. Take care.
A bullshit?
That's me. That's me.
Not the one. This is the one.
Look, everybody's entitled to be an idiot.
Here. Take care, everybody. See you soon.
Yes.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoy this program, tell your friends. We're here to talk about how great comics are. We're not here to spread drama or be negative. Remember, folks, hating ain't creating. We deeply appreciate each and every one of you, and we wish you well.
The views and opinions expressed within the video content found on the Indie Comics Network are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Indie Comics Network or its sponsors. Have a question or comment for us to address on the show? Have a topic you want us to talk about? Email us at indiecomicsnetwork@gmail.com. Want your comics to arrive in pristine condition? Head over to GeminiComicSupply.com and save 10% on your next Gemini mailer order or anything in the Gemini Comics Supply store. Use coupon code RAGIN10. That's RAGIN 10.
In the middle of. Well, I hit it. Is it going? It's not going. In the middle of the night or early Friday morning, depending upon where you are in the world, a group of experienced comics professionals get together to examine and instruct about the art form that they love. That's great comic artwork on Comics by Night, Fridays at 5 a.m. Eastern, here on the Indie Comics Network, indiecomicsnetwork.com.
What was that? This is not a charade.
Oh, you silly, simple bastard.
I love that.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
Hey, everybody, we're all gonna get laid.
All gonna get